Hey guys, what's going on? RJ here with you for another SNK All-Star video, and this is the late great formation or team building 101 guide, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is what you need to start looking at to properly build your team for the future. Possibly we may need two six-man formations, but this is to make a singular six-person team. And you can follow these guidelines for any other six-person team. I don't know if we need two of them or what's going on in the future, but this is just for their six-person team. I am not going to advocate for having like 12 of all the same fighter, but or all the same style or whatever. But you know what? It might work out. It might work out. Okay. And at the end of this, I'm going to try to wrap it up quick. I don't want to make this a 30-minute video. It doesn't need that much explanation. You're going to be like, bitch, why didn't you get this out earlier? Uh, I've been trying to find out. Now I found out. I feel fairly confident in this advice, and I don't want to push bad advice. So first thing you got to look at, okay, is style. Okay, I didn't think style was going to end up being so damn important. Okay, but the first thing you can look at who is in each style down here in your collection book, right? And the thing I started noticing about each individual style is that they seem to all share one of two fight souls. And quite often, if they have one fight soul, their fourth potential node will unlock the other fight soul. For example, okay, I think Warrior Maiden is the easiest one for me to talk about because I have Warrior Maidens. But all of the Warrior Maidens are either Turtle Souls or Azure Souls. And the Turtle Souls, like Mary or Kasumi, when they get their fourth potential, they get Turtle Azure Souls. And Kula, an Angel, they're Azure Souls, and when they get their fourth potential, they get Azure Turtle Souls, right? So you're double stacking basically with both of these types of souls. But if we go into Blazing Fire, I did this ahead of time. All the Blazing Fire guys are either Wolf or Azure. I don't know about this guy actually. I don't know. Can I actually? It doesn't show me what he has, does he? Is he? Yeah, he's Azure. He's Azure. It followed through. See, I wrote all this down before some of these other fighters came through. But yes, he is Azure, so he fits in. So you have Wolf Azure with these guys. With Karate guys, you have Bear Turtles, right? The only exception is K, who's a wolf, but everybody else is a bear or a turtle. There's a couple of exceptions within this, and I'll explain why these matter in a minute. Blood Drainers, we got Azure Bears. Energy Control, it's weird. It's Wolf Bear, but Kenso's a turtle, and we don't have a lot of these guys. Nobody's making an energy control team right now. That's for sure. They seem like kind of supporting characters, not a team you want to make a full energy control team. You can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you could make a full 6-person energy control team, but I don't think it's going to work out all that great right now. But if you did have 6 people that could control energy and like drop your opponent's energy to 0 after their ultimates, wow, that'd be awesome, right? Because you'd basically stall their team while you'd still have energy and you could do another round of attacks. That would be cool, but it doesn't work like that right now. I don't know if it ever will. Stealth Assassination, we got Azure Wolves. I talked about Warrior Maiden. Unyieldings are Turtle Wolves, and Orochi's kind of all over the place a little bit, with Yashiro being a turtle, and then Bear and Wolf. Bear Wolf. Yeah. But yeah, it splits each style basically into 2 fight souls. And the reasoning is because of the Legacy Hall. Now, right now, we don't have number 2 unlocked. But what these later halls are going to do, and this is what I was trying to confirm, is that right now you get a bonus when you have 2 Turtle Souls, right? And in the future, in these other halls, you'll get a bonus for having 4 of the same fight soul within your team, right? So when you're building your team, you want to try to get a minimum of 4 people of one style, right? And once all of their potential is unlocked, and in the future, you will be able to have, like, say I take the combo of Kasumi, Mary, Kula, and Angel. Okay, that's 2 turtles, 2 Azures. Right, that would activate the Tortoise Hall for now and the Dragon Hall, right, which is actually what I have active on my team. But in the future, when these other halls open up and I'm able to get all 4 of those fighters to their 4th potential, I will meet the requirements not just for the 2-person Tortoise Hall and the 2-person Dragon Hall, but I will also meet the requirements for the 4-person Dragon Hall and the 4-person Tortoise Hall just with those 4 fighters. Those 4 fighters alone will be giving me 4 different buffs from the Legacy Hall, and I'm not even talking about the other 2 slots right now, right? Because on the other 2 slots, you can kind of use whoever you want, right? You could go, and if you had Turtle Azure, right? If you found 2 fighters that are Bear Wolf, right? They start out as either bears or wolf, and then with their 4th potential, they gain the other one, Bear Wolf, right? So they become Bear Wolf Soul. You could actually get all 4 of these halls active for the Tier 1 Legacy Hall, and then you would also still have 2 of the level 2 Legacy Hall buffs active, right? So it's not just about the synergy between the styles and the way the fighters work together. It is also about the fight souls that the styles are broken up into, right? And each style seems to be broken up into 2 out of the 4 fight souls. And when that gets brought forward with the 4th potential, then it pretty much becomes that if you have 4 of these characters or fighters, then you will be able to activate 2 of these other halls later on. Now, the other thing is that these halls are very expensive. If you've noticed, I have a 40,000 legacy value. I have gone through and I have level 10 on everything. This cost me about 34,000 diamonds to buy the final statue for every single fighter. Don't ask why I bought some of these lower ones. I was testing to see what would happen, right? How much of a bonus it gives. It is not worth it to buy all of the statues. Some people on my server have gone all the way with buying all of the statues, but you see my legacy value is much lower than some of these other people, and only Polga and Clamber are really beating me right now. So like Iceman and Mad Dash, Max, I can't say he's not beating me. He's just a little bit below me. We still have good fights. He can still beat me. But, you know, it doesn't do you a lot of good to go past buying just the final statue. But you also need to own the fighter. So if you don't have K, for example, you won't be able to get this final statue. And if that's why I had that statue on Rugal there, because I didn't have Rugal at a time. And so I had to buy the master statue, and when I bought all the final statues for everybody else, and then I had the master statue for Rugal, I could not hit level 10 with this. You have to own all the fighters, and then you have to buy their very last statue. It's the only one that counts. Any of these other ones do not start adding to your actual legacy value for upgrading this. So it's kind of a waste. It's a very large investment to purchase all the statues, and it's not going to do what you want it to do. Basically, it's not going to give you the buffs like the Kula artifact is giving out right now. It does not give those types of buffs. It gives very much. So you know, wait for a diamond bowl that you don't care about too much. It's a good time to buy up the last statues. It might cost you 30,000 or so. Save up for it if it's something, you know, you want these types of buffs, because right now I have 2 of these active, and so all my fighters are getting 20% attack, 10% defense, and 16% HP, along with 10% block rate, and I think it's a little bit more either effect accuracy or effect strength. I can't remember. 10% effect strength, right? So it does make a big difference, especially if you're able right now to get 222, right? And you have 3 of these active. At level 10, it will give you 30% attack, 15% defense, and 24% HP with 3 other added effects. So that is about it. You need to pick a style, basically, and then within that style, it's going to kind of corral you into having fighters that are 1 of 2 fight souls. And then sometimes you want to complement your team, you know, with a couple of other different souled fighters that complement each other, right? So the basis is you want to have a 4-person, it's wrong to say 4-man because look, I have a female team, a 4-person team that are of the same style. And then from there, you know, you want to make sure that their souls will line up, right? For the out of the 4 people, they all have interacting souls, so you will hit that four tortoise souls on one team in your formation to get the extra bonus. It's not out yet. This is for the future, right? It's something to watch out for with those new statue halls or legacy hall coming up eventually. I don't know when, but it will bring out 4-person soul boosts. If you have 4 souls of one type on your team, it will happen. See, right now I'm only at 3 and 2, but eventually once I upgrade Kula and once I upgrade Angel, and even if I kept Orochiori, he's also a turtle. I would actually have 5 turtles. I think, yeah, no, I think, no, I'd have 6 turtles. It'd be all 6 turtles, and then I'd have, a couple of Azure and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be able to make more than Turtle Azure. But yeah, you really do need to stick with the styles, and then you can throw in the extra characters. I actually find that's where that's why my team's still doing okay with Orochiori, because I have I have 5 of female warrior, and they do all work well, very very well together. Some things have better buffs than others for working together, like for example, Blazing Fire. If you're going for Blazing Fire, you want to use more than just 1 or 2 Blazing Fire characters, because like with Lee Rekka, the faster the enemies gain up stacks of burning, then the faster he will be able to do his thing that requires 3 stacks of burning, which I can't remember what it is right now. I think it's something to do with this. If all the targets have at least 3 stacks of burnings, then increases fighters' damage resist by 80%. And with the weapon, that turns into invincibility, right, for 1 enemy combo. So, if you have a few Blazing Fire dudes and, everybody's burning and they have 3 stacks, he's going to gain invincibility with his weapon. And so, if he's on his own, they may never actually obtain 3 stacks of burning. He needs other people to back him up to go, hey, you're going to burn now, bitch. And it's the same thing with a lot of other fighters, even, the minor buffs, even within the female team, like Kasumi giving an extra stack of reinforce. I think it's an extra disperse if everybody in the front row is female, or an extra stack of reinforce. I can't remember. I don't care to look it up right now, but there's extra bonuses for using all of the same style fighters. So this should wrap it up. Hopefully this is informative and not just like, no shit, bud. But yeah, it's a little look at the future with the legacy halls. You want to make sure you keep an eye on your fight souls, because they will matter, and then those buffs seem minor, but you want to have the edge at every point with your opponents, and then you need to follow in with the style, right? So I hope that helps you guys, and if it didn't, I'm sorry, too bad, figure it out yourself then. But have a good one, guys. Have a good one, and be good to yourself and be good to each other, because the whole world's going crazy right now. Take care, guys. Peace.